Hello YouTubers, we're going to take you for a little bit of a ride, show you the difference between doing the leaves. This is like 2 days after the last time I did the leaves. When they're about this deep, they vacuum up about the fastest. But I did 2 loads today and I just don't feel like doing any more. And it's not like I'm not going to have to do it again. So we're going to go in here. I'll show you the little bit of the front where I just do the heavy leaves until the finale. I just did this, I think 2 days ago, maybe. I don't know, wasn't very many days ago. I took that tree down, got the fence back up. That was in a video. I don't know what order I put them in, so I just put what I do on when I do what I do when I do it. See, now I haven't got the leaves here. I feel a sneeze coming on. Hold on, guys. Woo! All the leaves made me sneeze. I got these up today. There's my lightsaber again. This is the day that I brought the conveyor home. If you haven't seen that, that'll be in some video, I don't know where, but I got all these leaves up here pretty good. And you can see where I did and where I didn't do. And like I said, this is just a quick one. This is that tree that I cut down. See the difference over there between leaves and no leaves? But they come up, you know, I've tried different ways of getting these leaves up. And I just found it about the easiest. Wait till it's just kind of covered heavy, like where you saw I didn't get the leaves up. If you let them get too deep and just do them one, the front of the lawnmower plows them and you won't get any up. So that's why I don't do that. You can see down here where I've got leaves. I unload them down here. I think that was in another video, but we're going to go down there and recap. Here's the leaves here. Now there's already leaves falling in between here. If I leave them down, they get so thick that they kill the grass. And then they get wet and mushy and slippery, and oh, it's just a heck of a mess. So it's easier just bite the bullet and do it. It's one of those things that's got to be done. Now, I'm going to show you this. Here's leaves. I haven't vacuumed these up. From about here that way are last year's leaves, which was, I think we saw it was about 15 loads. From about here to down here, right now it's just 3. So I brought the tripod down so you can show you. I haven't put my 2 marks on for today. So my first load was on 2022 was on 10/16. I don't know what today's date is, but I did 2 today. So it's been a while since I vacuumed the leaves up. I guess that's probably about a week ago now. I can't count that good. I know we had quite a few days of rain, so I didn't do it during the rain. So this thing here, I put these little clamps on here. This has a tendency to pull out. It's got neat little clips here. It's a pretty good little vacuum cleaner. I mean, and it does hold 2 yards. You know, 1.98, and they get in there. It grinds them down. See how fine that is? It grinds them down pretty daggone good. Let me move this over here. I gotta get my pitchfork before, now I guess I was gonna say before the witch comes by and steals it to ride around on Halloween, but she rides a broom. And they get pretty heavy. I gotta get the old tripod. Wife's brother's coming up tomorrow, going to help me on the sawmill building. I'll show you, I guess when I'm down, well, I guess I could show you what the problem is. I don't know if I showed it in another video. I kind of don't think I did. I got the carriage down this end right now. When I put this log, the rollers on, I don't think I had the sawmill. Well, I know I didn't have the sawmills much together. I've been putting around with this thing a little bit. But what happened was the board came through here and hit this here. This is about an inch higher than this. I guess if you were to put a level on that, you can't see it here. And maybe if I get down here, you can see how it goes up on this end. So this is, I got to pull all these apart, cut new boards here about, well, I'll measure it to see what it is, but I didn't have those rollers on when it was done, and I had to put these someplace. So I'm gonna have to build a little angle bracket here to make it look basically like this. So if a board hits it, it slides up. Well, I need to put something like that too here, so if a board hits it, it'll slide up, and then lower this down, because if you got a board coming across there, you can't get it to go higher. Probably be best to be a hair lower. These never really roll real good. And we were thinking about cutting that out and put a needle bearing in there, and then cutting this off on the lathe down to the size of the needle bearing and putting another needle bearing under there, and then cut another piece and put it back in there. And that might be something I do down in the future. I got this all ready to, we're going to be putting purlins up tomorrow. Get the rest of these purlins in is what the goal is tomorrow. So, I'm still working on it down here. I haven't given up the ghost totally. Just one thing at a time. Seems like, you know, you just kind of put along with it at whatever speed you can get. And I still have this in here. I haven't forgot about that. I've got the bolts together to put this on. I think I'm pretty sure I got the cross members for this too. I don't know if you remember this from a past video. But I got the bolts to do that. I just got another thing I got to get around to. Anyhow, we're going to empty those leaves. I'm Alice's restauranting again. And show you what it takes to get those leaves out of there. I don't really care. I guess it'd be best to just shovel them onto that conveyor and let them go into a big stack, but we ain't gonna do that. Guess what? I got the camera, the little thing on the bottom here that goes in the stand backwards. I guess you could put it in backwards and turn it around, couldn't you? I'm not that smart. Huh. Didn't think about that. I could have done that. I could just turn the camera around. I don't know if that'll work. I'll have to check that out. All right, we're in there. This is what it takes to get the leaves out. I don't know how long it takes. We're at 8 minutes, basically. Let's see how long it takes to get them out, except for, I don't know. You gotta have more energy than you got. The top ones don't get cut up, pushed down. I guess they kind of break up as they go down, because see, it's almost like a layer, and it's always like that. That's I meant to bring my shovel down. I usually have a shovel down here too. Once you get down to the base, it's pretty easy to shovel them out. There's a lot of leaves. Now what I did in the past, I'd always get a couple yards or scoops. They were yards of sawdust. Kind of like the oak sawdust. It seemed to rot better. And I'd mix that in, then all winter long I put my fireplace ashes from the boiler in on this. And then at the end of the year, well, it takes 2 years to break it down like that over there. And I'll show you that if I remember at the end of this video, because I have a tendency to forget. couldn't rake all these up. And you figure I'm only 4 bins into it. It doesn't look like a heavy leaf year though, and they're dropping real fast all at once. So I guess it's been a week. And I don't think there was another whole load up there. And I don't like to do it for half a load. You can't leave these in here because they'll start to rot and ferment and do all sorts of nastiness. So I'll take the Bobcat down here and raise it up. This pile will get pretty big toward the end of the year, or end of the season. And sometimes I'll just pull up, like now I should be pulling up so it's got a place to put this. Almost need to pull up. It needs a walking floor in it. Of course, makes my nose run. Get down to the bottom. Here comes a big pile. Of course, it went to nothing. I did one the other day, and it was raining. The leaves were wet. Well, it wasn't raining. It was. The leaves were wet. That was a mistake. That made everything twice as heavy. And they stuck together a lot harder. And they didn't vacuum up good. Not a good thing to do. Oh, I gotta put the old thing back in here. Well, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like empty. That's pretty exciting, isn't it? But it's what goes on here, and that's... Oh my goodness! Dump it in. Uh-oh. I lost my red clamp. Oops. I had another C-clamp on the other side. I'll bring the metal detector down here and see if we can't find it. Let you know in the next video. Or I'll look real quick, because if it fell off, it should have fallen off right here. This looking for a needle in a haystack. Well, then jumping out at me. I'll review the video. Maybe it'll show me where I dropped it at. I'll bring the metal detector down here and maybe I can find it. Now, we got to put it away. This is what I call my low-income housing. I don't know why it got named that, but it just kind of did. And it's always just kind of stuck. All right, let me, there's a weird noise up there. Let me get this thing around and back it in the hole. it turned out to be a pretty good home for it. That was a quick build thing to hold a bunch of stuff, and they've been moved I don't know how many times. So that's about it for this video, guys. There's the leaf pile. That's 4 of those loads. Let me see what this last year was. I forget whether it's written on this side or that side. I got to get my pen out. Of course, it's written on the other side. See how many loads we did last year. I know I did it in a video. We had, that says 10, 13. That's quite a drop, but we've lost a lot of trees, and the emerald ash borers knocked out a lot of ash, so, and I don't think I marked them all down. So that's at least 13 loads there. So you can see what it grinds down to. And it turns out to be real nice mulch. That's what I used to always plant my potatoes in. This stuff. Yeah, there's a piece of wood from the sawmill probably, or who knows what it picks up. But it's pretty good stuff. The animals will come down here and they'll scratch it up and bed down in it from time to time. It's warm right now. I guess I wasn't even showing you what I was getting into. I was busy watching the camera, but this stuff is real dark. It's just ground up leaves. So, and like I said, it's got the, I don't know how many buckets or wheelbarrow loads of wood boiler ashes. That's where I put my wood boiler ashes. And then I put, like I said, 2 scoops of sawdust in there. Got to get some saw. And don't like the pine, like the oak is about the best. The poplar's not too bad to put in there, but the oak seems to activate the chewing up of it better. I guess the acid in the oak. I don't know, you'd think the leaves would be full of acid. Maybe not. I don't know. What else is going on? Got the bucket here out of place. Got to look at the wood splitter. We fired the wood splitter up the other day when Wild Wayne was up here. I noticed there was a gas leak in that, which don't really know why. I have converted over now to all the ethanol free, and everything. Went up and got a load of that, so that's going on. So I guess that's about it for down here. So do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon if you want to see what kind of goofy thing I'm into next, because it's hard to say. It's just all parts of running this goofy place. You know, it's not easy. Like I said, hopefully we'll get 2 rows of purlins on tomorrow. I probably won't video that. Don't know how long it'll take. I got the scissors lift going around. Might have to take this ladder around there. I'm not sure. But we got the scissor lift going on the other side. If you ever, I don't know if you guys have seen, I'm sure you've seen the scissor lift. I pulled it out of the, I literally pulled it out today. And it goes up pretty high. But we'll take that around back and run the back wall with that scissor lift. And then I'm going to start cutting some of those. I'd like to get that finished. What I'm shooting for is getting the back wall on the sawmill before the first snow flies. Which, if it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. Who knows? But anyhow, that's about what's going on here. Leaves are coming down and I'm picking them up, and that's the way winter is all about, or fall is all about. So I'm glad you came along. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.